Hello and welcome, Laker family, to my new channel called The Laker Family. Thank y'all for joining me today. I'm so excited, very excited to start this channel, mainly because I realize that there's a lot of people that just don't know basketball. They don't study the game. You got a lot of these media analysts who think they know it all, barely watches the games, and they just breed these false narratives. And to casuals, they take what the media say and go off of that instead of doing their own research. And it's like, we live in an era where you find yourself arguing with fools a lot of time about your own team. And another reason why I created this channel, obviously, is because I really love my Lakers. And I'm very excited for this upcoming season. And it's been a long time coming, guys. Trust me. Those of you that's been riding with the Lakers 20 years plus or so, you guys know what I'm talking about. I originally was a Shaquille O'Neal fan back when he was with the Atlanta Magic. And when he went to the Lakers, obviously I trailed him there. And the Lakers ended up trading for Kobe Bryant, and the rest was history. It was my love for the Lakers had just grew tremendously after that. You still have cats that disrespect Kobe to this day, which I cannot understand. But there were the high times, and then we had the low times in between. And those of you that were with the Lakers during that time, you know what I'm talking about. Not the bandwagon fans or the LeBron fans, that follows him wherever he goes. I'm talking about the day one Laker fans. They know what this upcoming season means for us. We expect greatness and nothing less. And for us to go through 6 years plus of just missing the playoffs, bottom of the league, getting totally disrespected, this is long overdue. We deserve this, Laker fans. I first wanted to start off, just describing myself and my family. I want to start involving my family in these videos. I have a ton of fresh ideas that I want to incorporate into these videos. Just to give a different spin on coverage of the Lakers. This is just another way for you guys to come to my channel and vent, or come to my channel, express y'all opinions and thoughts. And it's all love, as long as everybody keeps it respectful, I'm all for it. It's all love, and I will try to get back with y'all as soon as possible, and just digest all of you guys' opinions. Now, as you know, we went through the down times. It was hard. We had to deal with poor coaching. Luke Walton, man, don't get me started on him. High draft pick after high draft pick, and some of them panned out after they left the Lakers, but that was mostly due to the media once again bashing every player that the Lakers acquired. And I knew D'Angelo Russell wasn't as bad as what a lot of people were putting out. They just didn't give the guy a chance. And you always have people the casuals that buy into what the media says, and they actually start believing the bull that the media, says about our player or our team. and they end up shipping our players out, and then they turn around and say, "Oh well, the Lakers were fools for, trading them or getting rid of them." So it's just a bunch of negativity that always surrounds the Lakers, and I can't stand it. I mean, and that's the reason why I'm starting this channel up. Is for those, just to keep those haters away from our team and to keep them enlightened or educated about what's really going on, because the media chooses not to. So, LeBron, I was one of the ones that was a little weary of when we first signed LeBron. Don't get me wrong, I love LeBron. I'll be a fool not to say I wouldn't love to have him on my team. But I was just weird. The only part I was weird about was how well would he fit in with a young core, an up-and-coming young core, which I thought was very underrated by everyone. LeBron, to me, failed at the leadership aspect of it, and that was the only thing that I was very disappointed in him about. I just wanted to see more taking a stand, taking ownership when things weren't going well. Injuries started affecting the team and things like of that nature. I just wanted to see him step up and, hey, I'm the leader. I take blame. It's my job to get these guys up, motivated, and just to play better. But he didn't. I don't think he showed that enough, and it affected the team a lot. Chemistry wise. I was for young core. I did not want them to be traded. Brandon Ingram was my guy, and which he was playing to me at superstar level. Those 6-7 games before he got hurt, unfortunately. But ultimately, the young guys got dealt for Anthony Davis, which he did not disappoint this preseason, and he kind of numbed my pain from that trade tremendously. You can just see the effect on the whole team. Everybody's excited, and to me, they're gelling very well, way better than what the media had put out there as far as, oh, well, it might take them a year or two before they get their chemistry down, and, just anything negative, blah, blah, blah. The Clippers this, the 76ers that, but they never gave us any credit. But it's pretty funny how after this last preseason game we played, all these analysts are flip-flopping. But it goes with the territory. We're just making them eat their words, and we're going to continue to make them eat their words. Right, guys? Okay, let's see here. Okay, the preseason was a success in my eyes. I want to say 85%, because there were a few players that I was a little disappointed in, like Alex Caruso. I wasn't as high on him as a lot of Laker fans were. They were basing it off how he ended the last season, but a lot of those games were during tank mode. A lot of teams were tanking and resting players, so I didn't really take as much to account as other fans did. So I was a little weary on that. I just held off on that, and he hasn't really shown anything to make me change my mind on that. So he has to step it up and definitely play better. KCP was another one that was just up and down. You know how KCP is. Rondo, he didn't really get a chance to play much during the preseason. When he did, he played okay. But I think him and KCP are two players that the Lakers may end up thinking about trading. I know KCP has a no trade kicker in his contract, but still, I think they might look to explore that if they can't find any chemistry with those two in any of the rotations. So keep an eye out for that. Dudley was, nothing to get too excited about. But he wasn't terrible. Now to the guys that excited me was Quinn Cook. He really surprised me on how quick he looked out there. His ball handling on pick and rolls. I'm very excited about the addition of Quinn Cook. He's showed a little bit more than what I thought he was capable of, to be quite honest. And that quick release he has from the 3-point line, wow. Um, Avery Bradley, I was hearing good things about him in training camp, and he came out and did not disappoint. He looks rejuvenated, looking like the Boston Celtic Bradley, to be honest, and that's what we need, on this team. From defending, scoring, making plays, I love it. Danny Green, he looked great. His 3-point shot was so-so, but I'm not worried about that. He's an elite 3-point shooter, but he showed just how valuable of a piece that he is to this team. He was well worth it, well worth the money. Let's see, I'm missing Dwight Howard. The first game, I was a little nervous. He started off a little shaky, but then he recouped the next few games, and he looks like a solid backup center at this point. I was very pleased with the last few games Dwight had played. Let's see, one Miss McGee. He looked great. He picked up right where he left off from last season. McGee looks like a quality starting center. He's no longer the Shaq and the Fool McGee. He's like an actual great starting center in this league. So people can stop disrespecting him or tarnishing his name. Troy Daniels, I love the stroke and the release of his shot. Again, that's another player that I don't know how they might fit into the rotation because we have a plethora of guards at that spot. And that leads me to Norvell. Man, guys, I did not see that coming with Norvell. The guy is just oozing with confidence. He has that Kyle Kuzma type of confidence. And the only problem I see with that, like I said with Troy Daniels, I just don't know where the Lakers would be able to fit him in to that rotation. But they got to find somewhere to put this guy because I really think this guy has a ton of potential. And from what I've seen, the guy has got talent. He's got talent. They need to continue to develop that kid and, put him in there some maybe some minutes where we're blowing out a team here or there. Something, I don't know. Just get the guy some minutes. He deserves it. At least give him a chance to see what he can do. Tana Kempo, he's very raw. I love his athleticism, though. He's another player that maybe a year or two down the road, if developed right, he can turn into a great player. At least a great role player at best. Let's see who we got. Kaycock. He looked like he can maybe develop into a good role player if developed right. But he's most likely, will continue to be in the G League or whatnot. But he did impress. But the top two duo, which is our duo of the team, LeBron and Anthony Davis. Wow, man, LeBron looks like he's just on another level right now, and I hope he is ready to not only shut me up as far as questioning his leadership, and things like that. I know the guy has a ton of talent, but I had a few questions about his will last year and his just galvanizing the team around him. He looks like he's ready to shut that part up of what I was questioning about him, and also shutting up the media as far as, Kawhi Leonard and took his crown, and it's 3 or 4 or 5 players that's better than him. I'm ready for him to shut that group up. And he looked like he's ready for that. He looks like he's playing like he's 5 years younger, honestly, guys. And I'm excited for that. He looked like he was trying to play defense this time, which he kind of took plays off here and there last year. But um, Anthony Davis, um, like I said, that kid is making me. He's making a lot of my pain go away from that trade. That trade. Um, I was very upset about losing Ingram, which I still believe he has a ton of potential, barring that he recovers fully from that health issue that he had. But I still believe in the guy that we were able to keep, Kuzma, um, which leads me to some, kind of a little bad news on that part. We just found out that he's not going to be here for the season opener, and there's no timetable for his return at the moment. But they said it's not nothing too serious, so I don't think it's nothing too big that we should worry about. But I'm just very anxious to see what Kuzma looks like and how well he fits into this team. Um, all in all, I think that covered all the guys. I may have missed somebody, but I believe that covered all the guys. Um, but yeah, I'm extremely excited for this season. I'm extremely excited for this channel, and like I said, I will be including my family from time to time in these videos. They are diehard Laker fans as well, and I have a ton of fun, new ideas that I want to incorporate in these videos, and just continue to push out fresh content and a different spin on Lakers coverage for you guys. Hopefully, y'all like it, and y'all just rock with me, and just enjoy this incredible heck of a season that we're about to endure. But thank y'all for watching. If y'all want to be a part of the Laker family, like, share, and subscribe. And